Now, at that competition, like I said, I did really, really well in Moscow at the European Championships. I qualified for 2 apparatus finals. So I qualified for the floor and the high bar events. In the floor event, I had a little bit of a mistake, but it wasn't my best event at the time. And going into the high bar, I was really confident. 2 years before that, I'd been at the European Championships in Berlin. I'd finished 4th, made history, first British gymnast to ever qualify for a major championship final. So I had that experience in my locker now, and I'd had the experience of the Olympic Games. And in many ways, competing in front of 20,000 people at the O2 and almost millions of people watching on TV and that pressure cauldron we were in, any major championships after that was never really going to be quite as intimidating. And that certainly helped in that event in Moscow. And I went into that final with a lot of confidence. Now, I'd had an experience in a World Cup final where I'd qualified first as an 18-year-old in front of the world champion, Olympic medalists, and basically the very best on high bar in the world. And I'd kind of panicked and surprised myself that I'd qualified first. And in the final on the Sunday, the four first gymnasts to compete went up and they all fell. And I went into panic mode then and kind of started thinking about the outcome and, if I stay on here, I'm going to win a medal, rather than thinking about my routine. So I used that experience here in Moscow. I was competing late on in the rotation, so there were 8 gymnasts competing. I think I was 7th. I went to the back gym, did my last little warm-up, walked out, and as I walked out, I saw one of my idols, Fabian Hambuchen, the German gymnast, who I'd actually watched on TV at the Olympic Games back in 2004 when I was 11 years old in the high bar final, and I'm now competing with him. He's become my rival, which is really cool, and he fell from the high bar. But this time I kept nice and calm and just focused on the job that I had to do, and I did a great routine. It was the hardest routine I'd done up to that point. I was really, really proud of it. And I came away with a silver medal. So Great Britain's first ever high bar medal at a major championships. And that's something I'm really, really proud of, because it's always hard to be the first. To be the first athlete or the first team to win a medal and break history. There's no blueprint. No one's come before and done it. So you kind of, it's almost a lonely place to be on that journey to that. So for me, I was really, really proud of that achievement. It was great for my self-confidence. It kind of gave me a little bit of, it was a positive thing that could have happened after the back of London 2012 and falling off on the high bar in the team final. It gave me a real confidence booster knowing that, I'm really good at high bar and this is something that I'm supposed to be here.